So how are you guys doing? I just got out of the shower, so sorry my hair is all wet and a mess, but I was thinking today and the last week or so, I have had some things come against me. And people just being really rude for no reason, saying things that aren't true, lying, things like that. And it made me sad, because the devil came to steal, kill, and destroy, right? And Jesus came to bring us life and peace and joy and abundance. He came to make things better, not worse. And what happens sometimes is that the devil comes in, he's real sneaky, and he can even use other people to ruin your life. So he came not necessarily, sometimes to steal and actually kill and actually destroy things, but he actually came to steal your joy, to steal your peace, to take away all the good things in your life, ruin your relationships, ruin your friendships. He came in to do those things. And oftentimes, even as Christians, they can use he's using them as tools to ruin relationships, to ruin peace, to take your joy. And that's something that I've been dealing with other people coming against me. And they don't know that's what's happening, but they're being rude or they're saying things. Some of them know that they're not being nice, but it's a tool that the enemy is using to try to steal somebody else's joy because he's mad that he can't take it some other way. So he's going to try to use somebody else. If he can't ruin it from the inside, he's going to try to take it and use somebody else to kind of tear you down and break you down and ruin your day and make you just have a bad day. And then he just keeps doing it and doing it. So we have to learn to not allow him to do that to us. So if somebody else is being rude to us or whatever, take a moment. Don't just instantly react out of emotion, but take your time and actually think about a response. Maybe in that moment you can just be silent. You can be quiet. Sometimes not saying anything is better than saying something. And then maybe think about it and you could come back to that person later with a response. And one of those people, one of the things that happened to me was via text. And I took the time to consider okay, what do I need to say? And I realized in that time that this person didn't know, but the enemy was just using that person's brokenness, that person's pain to try to bring brokenness and pain on me. So her hurt was trying to be put on me as well. And then, if I felt hurt, then I might hurt somebody else. I might be rude to my boyfriend. He might end up having a bad day. Maybe he'll feel, so it's just this train, this domino effect. And so we have to stop it. So don't be afraid to just be quiet. It's okay not to react right away. It's not a sign of weakness or anything like that. It's just be quiet, hear what they have to say. And you can even say I'm not sure what to say to you right now. I really need some time to think about this, and just leave it alone. Or if they're being rude, just walk away. Be the bigger person and don't stoop down to their level. And the other thing, if you feel like you're being rude to somebody else, or you're not being friendly to them, or you're taking your pain and it's projecting on someone else, you're actually being a tool that the enemy is using not only to hurt you, you're hurting yourself by also continuing to hurt other people. And so taking the time to just think about it, pray about it. Yesterday, something else happened, and then today, and then a few days ago, I've had some things coming against me, and I decided just to be quiet, to ignore the message, take my time, and then respond without, and in that time, I realized, okay, I need to be real and honest and open with this person and tell them this wasn't cool. I don't appreciate you putting words in my mouth and things like that. Or I don't appreciate, the things that you said to me. And so since I took the time, I was able to not respond out of my emotion, but was able to process my emotions and then respond in a kind way and in a more peaceful way. And the response was good. The response that she sent back was good. So take your time. Don't allow the enemy to use your pain to hurt you any longer. And then don't allow it to also hurt someone else. And so the same thing happened today to me. So now I'm processing that, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to have to talk to this person later and, tell them like that wasn't cool. I don't appreciate you disrespecting me like that, especially in public. So, so just take the time, because what's up, Suzanne? So take the time to just be quiet if somebody's being rude to you or whatever, or if somebody sends you a message. You do not have to reply right away. If you're talking to them in person, you do not have to reply right away. Like, just take the time, be still, ask God about it. And that also gives you the time, like, okay, because sometimes people can like criticize us and maybe it's healthy, but maybe it's not. And in these situations, like the things that I was dealing with, these 3 different scenarios, the enemy's just out to get my joy right now. And I'm not going to allow it to happen. But when those things come against you, like, take the time, because during that time, maybe you'll realize, okay, maybe there was some truth in what they said, but maybe it wasn't truth at all. But if you just respond and react out of emotion, then they're going to respond and react out of emotion as well, because that's what they're doing to start with anyway. So don't allow the enemy to win by allowing them to hurt you and you to hurt someone else, because then once it ruins your day and makes you frustrated, then your frustration and stress and things are going to come out at your loved ones, and you're not going to mean to. So you really just have to stop it before it starts. So, when I received a message from one of those people, I was tempted to write right back and be like, you're wrong. Like, you said things that I don't say. Like, you told me, you're accusing me things that I didn't say, or I don't think or feel. But I took the time, and I was trying to have compassion for this person, and figure out, okay, well, maybe I can understand where this person's coming from. And I gained a really good understanding of probably what she was feeling and why she was feeling that way. And I was able to respond in a way that, I told her the truth. I had to have like reality check, but I also told her that I understood why she probably felt that way. And so by responding that way, I stopped it. I didn't allow it. I had a talk with my boyfriend, and he heard my frustrations and stuff. I got that out. I prayed about it, and I considered, and then I just gave it time. So sometimes we just have to be still and be quiet and bite our tongue, as much as you might want to slap somebody or say something back to them. Like, sometimes it's best to just bite your tongue, stay quiet, pray about it, maybe vent to somebody close to you that you trust, and talk with them a little bit, and just try to gain a better understanding of the situation and look at the bigger picture without your emotions so involved. And when you do that, you're going to have a more controlled, wise response or reaction, or when you talk to them again. So, it's something I'm having to do again today, is process through something that happened earlier, and then I'll talk to this person, when I feel like it's the right time. So in a couple of days. So I just wanted to share that, because I've really been coming up against a lot of things lately, and the enemy is always trying to come in and steal, kill, and destroy. He's trying to take your peace. He's trying to take your joy. He's trying to steal those things away from you. And, I have worked really hard to get into a place of peace. The world we live in is so high stress, high strong, like, I don't want that. I don't want that for my life. I like living in a state of peace, and so the enemy will do things to try to ruin that peace, because he knows, I try to work hard on that. God doesn't want us to live a stressful life. There's stressful things, but he wants us to give it to him, and he wants us to have peace. But the enemy wants to come and steal and kill and destroy that peace. So don't allow him to do that. So next time somebody comes against you, my boyfriend likes to say, just shake the devil off. Just shake it off. I guess it's an old song, old gospel song. But, just take that time. Like, don't just shake it off. Figure it out, process through it, think about it, journal it, maybe talk with somebody you trust, and just don't rush your response. Don't rush your reaction. So I hope that you found that helpful, and you use that next time, something's coming against you and you might be struggling. So anyway, I just wanted to pop on here and share that little bit of information. I hope that you found it helpful. If you did, feel free to comment below, and I would love to share more little things that I learn as I go. So I hope that you guys are having an amazing Tuesday. I'm going to pop off here and jump on a video call with my team, and we're going to do a little bit of business together, because it's beautiful to work from home. So you guys have an amazing Tuesday. I will talk to you later. Bye.